Hello and welcome to Lord Lukan. In today's episode, we're exploring what happens when the Brits do 90-day fiancé. We'll be meeting Richard.
Hubba hubba, it is time for me to come.
Who's totally not patronising.
Oh, have you shrunk?
And he'll be getting some ink.
Matching tattoos. That means that we're going to be together forever.
Hello there, you lovely people. And first of all, I'd like to welcome our latest member of the Lords and Ladies of Lukan Manor, 10 AKs. And as always, big love and thanks to all those of you that have subscribed, you beautiful, beautiful people. I was going to do an episode on Stacey, a woman with more plastic than a Lego, and a surprisingly similar head shape. But my head pretty much imploded, so I changed my mind. So we've seen what happens when the Americans do 90-day fiancé, but what about when it comes to the Isles of Britland? Surely we do it with some class and decorum, right, Richard?
Hubba hubba, it is time for me to come.
Richard!
Damn it, Richard! You're supposed to give us Brits a good facade. Well, let's hope it sorts it out. What do you think, Quinty? Yeah, good job. So, with that kind of start, perhaps he'll bring it back in the next segment.
Yay!
Right, where's that number for Dignitas? One thing I don't get about Dignitas is the picture on their homepage. What picture would you represent their staff as? Caring and humane? What kind of picture says, to die with dignity? Yeah, that's the one. Although this guy looks like he's more dying of embarrassment. Anywho, so, is on his way to the airport and says goodbye to all his friends.
Goodbye, tree.
So off he goes to the Philippines to meet Kathleen.
And I am very, very excited, but a bit nervous because it's been 3 years that we've not seen each other.
And I wonder what treats he has in store.
Staying first in the hotel for 2 nights.
Hubba hubba.
Look at that face. Totally not creepy at all. But Kathleen's dad is slightly dubious about Richard's intentions.
Papa heard about lots of news about sex tourists just coming here for that.
For that
thing.
experience.
Yes.
What do you mean? A guy coming over for sexy time?
Staying first in the hotel for 2 nights.
Hubba hubba.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not like he's the kind of guy who puts on naked quiz shows or something.
He hosted a quiz.
Okay.
Naked quiz.
Naked, you say? Yeah.
Oh, do you find me sexy?
What do you think, Quinty? Hell nah. Good man. So, Richard arrives at the airport and wears an outfit befitting of an ambassador to the British people.
When Richard is walking towards me, I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true. It's like I'm asking myself, is it true? Is it him?
Bloody hellfire! What's that? Did he vomit on himself in the plane?
He still looks the same. He smells the same.
What do you mean he's always looked like that? He's always looked like a melted SpongeBob lolly. So, Richard decided to talk to her like a toddler.
Are you crying?
Yep, quite possibly. Perhaps she needs a new diaper, you idiot. But still, at least he's not taking the piss out of her height.
Oh, have you shrunk?
Oh, Richard!
But she totally ignores the fact it's massively rude to pat someone on the head in Asian countries, and they go back to the hotel.
Pepe.
Oh yeah, she looks thrilled at the horror show that just walked out of the bathroom.
Can I get a massage?
Oh, yeah.
And after they've retrieved Kathleen from the bed springs, Richard promptly falls asleep. You wouldn't do that, would you, Quinty? Hell no. Good job. So, Kathleen is a bit disappointed.
I am disappointed.
Well, I guess it's better to disappoint a woman while being asleep than disappoint a woman while you're awake.
Time for me to come.
Don't be silly, Richard.
But don't worry, Richard has a whole bunch of patriotism in his trousers and is not afraid to show it. So, once Richard has finished colonising the bed, they head off to see Kathleen's mum, and Richard has some presents for them.
In Thank you very much, Richard.
What's up? What's up with the mum? Does she need a wee?
Very, very thank you. When you
I'm not sure if we should make a joke about her. Maybe in case there's something wrong with her. So, having given the parents some necklaces, Richard presents Kathleen with her gift.
This is very short.
It's short shorts.
Oh dear, it makes Papa a bit angry, but, the sort of nice guy angry. But of course, Richard being well versed in British diplomacy, he tends to the situation like a pro.
Go and put your short shorts on.
Yeah, that'll make it better. But of course it makes Papa angry again. And sets Mama off again. But Richard finally realises that he's gone too far, and he's not the only cock in the room.
I may have gone too far.
And he's not the only Brit making a scene across the world. Katie has got to spread the word over in Mexico.
We went on this hike. I went on a hike, Grandma.
Up north, going for a hike is a novelty. It's usually the thing you do after someone's nicked the wheels off your car.
We're definitely going to live in England together. We're not going to move to Mexico.
Great, that accent will be super easy when he comes over here. Because, that accent's really easy to understand. Speaking of accents, there's also a guy from South Africa who looks like James Caan after a Brazilian facelift.
I couldn't tell you that I was in a financial difficulty.
Oh, you're so stupid.
But this guy is very sorry and does a bit of crying.
I just hope they can forgive me.
And his partner is very forgiving.
You're an idiot.
There's no way these guys stay together. Okay then, never mind. Anyway, back to Richard and Kathleen, and they're off to the tattooist.
Me and Kathleen are getting a couple's tattoo. We think it's really cute.
Oh, okay, well, that's cool. I've done a few of those. I actually once tattooed my friend's girlfriend's name on his wrist. He came back a week later to get it covered up because his wife found out what it meant.
And it's just gonna be significant in our relationship.
Well, is it initials? A bow and arrow? Half a heart each? Or maybe something unique? I wonder what it is.
It's a camel with a crown of king and queen.
Where is the placement of the design?
That will be on our toes.
In your toes?
A camel on your toe. A camel toe. What the hell? There's no way he didn't know what he was doing. And this is a joke that he can show his amazing mates at the pub. Hey guys, check out my camel toe.
Just something that we wanted to do as a couple.
No, it's not. You think it's funny and you've talked her into it.
When I go away again, every time I look at my toe, it will remind me of my amazing adventure with Kathleen.
Right, so when you think camel toe, you think Kathleen. I'm sure she'll be thrilled with that.
Matching tattoos. That means that we're going to be together forever.
Sure it does. Because everyone who ever had a tattoo of or with their partner has totally stayed together. Back in old Britland, and Richard is finding out that all isn't well with Kathleen.
She's talking about that she has fallen out of love with me.
Maybe it's your chauvinistic attitude. The way you think she should be your slave, work as a nurse, and then come home and do all the chores. So Richard's friend tries to break it to him.
You've been out there, and while you're out there, you've been Richard.
There's no way his crappy attitude had anything to do with it.
The only thing I can think of is that perhaps, it's a time of the month.
Oh, all right, okay.
Of course you don't, you myopic idiot. Of course not.
I do not take any responsibility for this at all. I think that I've gone above and beyond what an average boyfriend would have done.
And these people are the ones we're exporting to other countries. Shameful. Right then, my beautifuls, that's it for today. I hoped you enjoyed a little bit of British culture and charm. I'll be back with some more train wreck reality, but until then, stay beautiful, love to my three, and you take care of yourself.